everybody, welcome back. It's Teacher Al here, and I'm so glad to be back with you on Thursday Talk with Teacher Al. Yes, it's been a while since I made a video, and I've been thinking a lot of what must I tell, what must I say, what must I share. Yeah, this content thingy, this thingy is working. Yeah, but anyway, today I want to just speak on one topic, and that is learning through play. Now, in our time that we are living now, I've noticed that a lot of times we or parents, caregivers, teachers think that the more paperwork they give unto a child, there's a lot of activity books available for children to learn to write and to read and to whatever. And yes, all that stuff is good and well. And yes, it helps in a certain way, sorry. And yes, children can learn from it. But for a child that is, I would say, even from 6 years and younger, who hasn't started reading yet, who maybe can identify sounds and small words, but not really like reading sentences and stuff like that. I believe that those kind of activities mustn't be the main focus for that age group. And I'm talking about the age group between 0 and 5 years old. I believe that play should still be the most important method that we use or introduce or guides or develops so that a child can learn. A child learns from his environment. Whatever the child is seeing there, touching, smelling, hearing, that is how a child is learning and making sense of the environment. So to me, in my 17 years of working in an ECD center and working with children, I believe that play is the most important method or way, whatever you want to call it, to help a little child develop. Now, I know some people will disagree with me because, teacher, but haven't you seen what the child must know for grade 1 and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. I know all that stuff. But I've witnessed and I've seen and I've observed children while they are playing. And as they are playing, you can hear what they are saying to each other, talking to each other, what they have taken in when you've done an activity with them or taught them about something like patterns maybe, or numbers or shapes or colors. And it's amazing. And some of the stuff they share with each other while they are playing isn't stuff that you've done in the classroom with them, isn't activities that you've done with them. It's what they learn from their environment. And the only way they're going to learn from the environment is if we, as the caregivers, as the teachers, as the ECD practitioners, if we create a learning environment for them. Meaning, if we manipulate that learning through play and encourage them to play. Yeah, some parents, they come to you and they say, teacher, I pay so a lot of money for this school, and my child only comes home and then my child is saying, we played today. We played with the toys. We played with the blocks. And I would always say, if this parent only knows that that is how the child learns. That is how the child makes sense of information that's been given unto him. And if they would explore that area of the child more and say, okay, let's sit down and we are busy having a nice chat for the evening. You made them their favorite meal, chicken pops. They love chicken pops and they love spaghetti, and so you make them their favorite meal, and now you sit down with them and you say, okay, let's see. You say, you just told me now that you played for the day. Now can you tell me with what did you play? And how did you play? With whom did you play? And that is how the information is coming out of them. Asking them open ended questions, something that they can explore in. So I want to encourage every mother, caregiver, father, grandparents who's sitting with their little ones at home, who is saying, oh, but I want my child to, and they get so excited because the child is now writing their name and the child is done. Yes, it's important for us to develop that skills, the writing skills, whatever skills they need to have for big school, but they still need to play. They still need to use the environment where they are in. They learn at home, and you are the first person to teach them values. Whatever they are being taught at home, that is what they take with them into when they go to a primary school or into a ECD center. So whatever you teach them at home, that also plays a big role. Because now, when they are doing role playing, we call it make-believe play. Um, yes, and then they can, they bring forth what they've learned from home. So parents, I want to encourage you. Caregivers, I want to encourage you. I know that we are living in a time where we are so pressed to 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 give or to have this activity books for them to work in, and yeah, it's a good thing that they can work in this activity books. We are so pressed in this time that the child must know this and this and this and this and this um, at this age and at this stage of their development. But I have learned a lot by observing children in their natural environment, which is play, and that is their natural environment. And if you want the child to grow from there, then you can um, just step back and watch them. Watch them play. Watch them make sense of the environment. Watch them develop in their own abilities and strength. Watch them build up resilience. Watch them form friendships. Watch them um, applying the knowledge and the skills that they have learned from you. They learn from us. So we need also to make sure that our conduct is correct in front of them, that we speak the proper way in front of them. So as jy net op 'n blaai wat 'n kind skryf en iets leer nie, wanneer 'n kind speel, leer hy eintlik op sy beste. And I couldn't say it more accurately in any language. I want to just emphasize today's message to you. Let them play. Let them play, let them play, let them play. You must have a wonderful Thursday, and I see you next time. Bye.